So this is just a short video to show you how to update your Spot Trace device in order to have the best chance of retrieving your payload after your balloon flight. This website, login.findmespot.com, is where you make these adjustments, and then you'll have to update your device. So you're going to log in with your team name. Your team name will be habex _ team with a capital T _ and then whatever your team number is, and that'll be all over your devices. Your camera will have a number on it, your Habex kit will have a number on it, and that number is your team number. So Habex team 1 or Habex team 6 or whatever. Your password is all lowercase Habex team 1, all lowercase, no underscores. And then when you log in, what you'll see is your device and a bunch of other stuff. If you haven't turned your device on yet, you won't see any GPS coordinates, but if you click on My Devices, what you'll find is your device and then a number of settings. Now the setting we want you to change is in Movement Alerts. When you click on Movement Alerts, it will be set to 30 minutes. We thought this meant that it would alert as often as possible, but in fact it means that if it hasn't felt itself move after 30 minutes, it will turn itself off, and we really don't want that to happen. We want this to track as long as possible. So we want to change this to 12 hours, and we did a bunch of tests just a couple days ago that showed that in fact 12 hours is the appropriate setting. The 30 minutes will mean as it's lifting up in the balloon is gentle enough that it thinks it hasn't moved, and it will go to sleep after 30 minutes of flight, and you'll never find the payload. It may wake up when it lands, it may not, but we want it to track the whole time. So we're going to change from 30 minutes to 12 hours. When we do that, we get a little icon here that says we need to update the device's settings. Now this is critical, because if you don't do this, the setting doesn't actually get to your device. You need to take your Spot Trace, you need to take off this plate that is attached with these couple screws, and you need to plug it in to your computer. Now when you plug it into your computer, what you'll find is that you can update the settings on that device. This device, the update required icon says it needs an update, and to do that you need a Spot Device Updater software, which you can click here to download, and then you turn your device off, you plug it into your computer, you run the updater, and the updater knows the settings that you've changed on the web and just makes the change. Once you've done that, then that should clear this update required icon, and then you'll know that it's going to trace for 12 hours as soon as it starts moving. These devices are great, but they're intended for long-term, low battery usage, which means they go to sleep anytime they can. There's a simple little reed switch in them which will wake it up when it vibrates, but the balloon flights are so soft and the landings are so gentle because of the parachutes that what we found is that it may or may not wake up on landing. So we want it to trace for 12 hours. And then when you're doing your launch, you make sure that the tracing is active, that it is actually moving when you launch your balloon, and then you'll find it when the balloon comes down. The other interesting thing that this website has is it's got a link for your sharing settings, and this is where you can make a website that you can share the location of your payload with the public or anybody you want to, and you click create a share page and follow the instructions. So in general, that's the way to update your device, and then you'll see on My Locations where it actually reports. Make sure you do this update, otherwise you may or may not find your payload after it lands.